Hey, what's up guys? Hey, it's Gemini, back with another video, and hey, in this video today, I wanted to talk about the National Wrestling Alliance, the year 1987, and it was an interesting year. Now this video is kind of for Muda, it's kind of for Impact Flair, it's kind of for people who, a lot of people out there follow the National Wrestling Alliance, 1987, Gold Dizzy, and a bunch of other guys. Okay, let's get to it. Now we enter 1987, the National Wrestling Alliance. Ric Flair's your world champion. Four Horsemen, yeah, you know, they're going strong, but they're kind of starting to back off a little bit. You know, Four Horsemen 87, 85, 86 was the big years for the Four Horsemen, but 87 was a big year for them, you know, but not as big as 85, 86. So the gimmick's starting to wear down a little bit in 1987. Now 87 is an interesting year for the NWA. You have Ric Flair as your world champion, wrestling 5-star matches all over the world, just untouchable in the ring, just probably the greatest world's champion the sport's ever seen. Now 87 is interesting because you've got newcomers like Lex Luger coming in, and he's battling Dusty Rhodes for the United States Heavyweight Championship, defending that belt against him. I mean, they're going back and forth. Him and Dusty Rhodes have a thing. Luger comes in, J.J. Dillon, newest member of the Horsemen, big built, and Luger at 87 being in good shape, could wrestle. I mean, Luger was hot. I mean, not hot like gay hot, like hot. I mean, Luger was everything you could ask for. In 87, and he had a stellar career. Whatever anyone says about Lex Luger, he had a tremendous career. So you had Luger coming in, and the thing, it was a challenge in the NWA at the time. Also, you had Sting come up in 87, and we know what kind of career the icon Sting had, and he is an icon. He's the best, and you don't realize how good Sting is until you see him live. And Sting is deceptive too. Sting is a big guy. You wouldn't expect Sting to be so big, but Sting is a huge, huge guy. But anyways, moving forward. 87, we got Luger coming up, Sting coming up, Flair's the champion. Now, see, NWA kind of has a challenge in 87 because Four Horsemen, you know, it's there, but it's kind of going away. And Magnum TA at the end of 86 got in a big automobile accident. So it was supposed to be Flair and Magnum TA battling through 87. But see, the thing is, Magnum TA got in that automobile accident, got paralyzed. So Magnum TA is out of the equation. And now they got to find opponents for Flair. So they put Flair with Rugged Ronnie Garvin. Okay, now Rugged Ronnie Garvin, you know, you guys remember him from WWF. You know, he did the Garvin Stomp. He had a feud with Greg the Hammer Valentine, Dino Bravo. The thing about Ronnie Garvin, the man worked exceptionally stiff in the ring. And actually, in September 1987, in Detroit, he became the world's heavyweight champion, defeating Ric Flair. Now the thing was, I mean, everybody knew that Garvin was just another opponent for Flair, and then Flair eventually in 1987 at Chi-Town Heat, you know, the Starrcade in 87, which Vince McMahon screwed off a pay-per-view. You have to watch the DVD on that one. So, you know, Flair goes and he beats Ronnie Garvin for that belt in the steel cage and wins a world title. Garvin's never to be heard from again. But, I mean, Garvin goes to WWF for a short stint, but Flair, of course, rules supreme. But, oh yeah, 87, Muda, War Games, man, bloody, violent exhibition. You guys, you know, we watched a lot of ECW and a lot of violent wrestling and stuff, but NWA 87 was as violent as any promotion there was. It was hardcore before hardcore was cool. They spilled their blood. You know, you had the Road Warriors going at it with Tully Blanchard and Arn Anderson and Starrcade, one of the greatest tag teams I ever see. You had the War Games. Just this bloody, I mean, you wouldn't think that just two rings surrounded with a cyclone fence would be as dramatic and as intense as it is, but it's just nuts. I mean, 87, you know, Twins win the World Series, you know, the Redskins win the Super Bowl, you know, Oilers are on top of the hockey world with Wayne Gretzky. 87 is a different time, you know, the country's starting to turn a little bit more towards the violent side. You know, you had RoboCop out that year, you know, you have Rambo, you know, things are starting to get more violent. Things were getting violent in the NWA with Ric Flair and Ronnie Garvin having bloody battles. I mean, they would chop each other so hard, their chests would get split open. 87 is an intense year. Obviously, it's Ric Flair's year in the NWA. But all in all, one of my favorite years. I know it's Muda. You know, ask my buddy Above Average Muda, and he'll talk about 87 with you guys anytime. It's a tremendous year in the NWA, National Wrestling Alliance. And I'm Gemini, and thank you for watching. See ya.